Hey there, home theater fans. Todd Anderson with avnirvana.com. I'm here at CEDIA 2025, hanging out with my buddy Dereck Everson. How's it going, Dereck?
It's going great. How are you?
Doing fantastic. This is just the beginning of the show, the tip of the iceberg for everyone here.
Yes, yeah, it is. We're excited. We had a bunch of press here tonight. We reviewed some of our new products. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah, we're going to dig into those in a second. I had asked you to hang out with me for a few minutes and just talk about Onkyo and what's happening with the brand. There's been some pretty exciting stuff over the past year or so, I would say, since the launch of your Icon series. But maybe you can give us kind of a little roadmap of where you've been and where you're going.
Yeah, so it really started back about 8 months ago, 9 months at CES. So we launched the Onkyo rebranding strategy, and it's really about delivering on the promise of Osaka, Japan, and all the quality that they deliver there, but making it be in the right products, right form factors, right features, right price points to deliver to the modern consumer. So we launched first with the Icon products here, which we have here. So they do a really great job of blending kind of newer technology and some of the older vintage items like big VU meters that people like.
Yeah, there's an analog element to it.
Yeah.
That had been lost for years, right? And kind of, I hesitate to say consumer grade product, but it is more of a consumer grade. It's not like a specialty.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, it's a nominal price point. It's under $2,000 for a stereo amp, right? So it's not, professional grade gear, but the quality is still tremendous.
Sure.
And I think Onkyo's had stereo units for a long time, and they've done a good job. But we really give the engineers that kind of free leash on this to, how could you make this better? Where could you improve? And, they did a great job in delivering.
And that analog flavor is so interesting to me. I mean, there has been a little vinyl revival. I know cassette tapes apparently are becoming a thing again. I don't know if you guys have a cassette deck.
No cassette decks in the works. We do have a new CD player, right?
Yes.
And I'm a big advocate that CDs will become a thing again at some point. CDs are great. So we do have that new CD player in, and we are really trying to deliver on the most modern formats. And we'll see. I don't know if we'll quite get to a tape deck, but we shall see what people latch onto.
Or you can always go find an Onkyo tape deck somewhere.
That's true.
Some Goodwill somewhere has one for probably $30, right?
Yeah, I mean, so we wanted to maintain the analog feel, so it's a classic AB amplifier, so it's got a nice warm, rich tone to it. And then we went with traditional VU meters on the front that are analog. They're not any type of screen. They got a big glass screen, nice edging on the frame of it, and they look great. And everyone's a sucker for a good VU meter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These got a nice glow to them, and they just follow the music. It's good.
Yeah, it's really cool. Plus you have the orange glow going on there.
Yeah, which, traditional Onkyo, those know, is like that blue-green kind of glow.
Yeah.
So that's something we wanted to, introduce a new accent color to the line. To try to modernize a little bit. So Jinji, our designer in Osaka, came up with this, and we have, the glare on the glow on the meters, but also a little touch of it on the integrated or preamp as well.
There's a little out the back also.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's coming off the...
for the show.
For the show, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool. So this is, kind of the upper echelon of the Onkyo series, I guess, in terms of separates.
Yep. Yeah, so this is essentially our pinnacle of our stereo line. And, next year we're looking to introduce more products into this line. Maybe a little bit different form factor. We'll be announcing those this upcoming CES. We're real excited about those too. But, the idea is there's a consumer that gravitates towards, big VU meters, that analog sign. And then there's that modern consumer that likes screens and bright colors. So we're definitely going to try to hit both elements of that.
For sure. Well, the home theater game's big for you guys.
Yep.
So I'm sure you'll have some interesting products coming out in that regard.
Definitely, yeah. The RZ series has been tremendous. We get a lot of great, feedback on that series. But we do have a next generation coming that is really good. I can't really tease out specs and things, but we do have, as of right now, kind of, world's first, some great technological milestones. We're proud of it. New design ID. It's exciting. It's really good to see Onkyo getting some steam behind it.
For sure. And now with Premium Audio Company kind of breaking away from Pioneer, that marriage is kind of over at this point. Are any of the technologies that were, I know there weren't many technologies that were exclusive to those Pioneer units, but there were a couple Are those hanging around, and will they be integrated into Onkyo, or were they licensed as part of the deal?
They were Pioneer technologies, and they'll stay with Pioneer. As far as some of their, like the MC, ACC, room calibration, and of the likes. So yeah, the Pioneer Elite is a tremendous brand. I have a fond place in my heart for it, as a lot of people do.
Oh yeah,
But we also have our Integra brand as well. So having Onkyo and Integra, we really felt that premium audio was a good 1-2 punch to go against consumers and focus against integrators
to streamline and focus your energies on those products.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's finish up real quick on how the marriage between Onkyo and Klipsch is happening. I know you were talking about your Integra amps.
Yeah.
That are just being launched here at CEDIA right now. I think they were announced
Tuesday.
Yeah. So yesterday. And you had mentioned there are some features within those amps that are related to Klipsch speakers.
Yeah, we have. So, a lot of times you're doing a distributed audio system. If you get a pre-designated speaker EQ curve to put in that distributed amp, you can really maximize the performance of that speaker. So all the Klipsch EQs are loaded into that Integra amplifier. So if you're pairing them together, you get great performance.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's makes it easy for a customer who likes Klipsch to know, well, let's reach for this because it's already built in there.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it does have manual adjustments, right? If you want to grab your RTA and start pulling down peaks, you can do things like that. But if you want to get really close in a click of a button, you can just load the curves too.
Right. And those amps, along with this pretty amazing Courtyard sound system that you guys are showing off, those are all available now, or are they shipping later in the year?
Yeah, they'll be in October. So they'll be available for sale, like delivering in October.
Yeah. And I know we're talking about Onkyo, but I have to say, I was really blown away by the Courtyard demo here. And it's something we covered on AV Nirvana a couple of days ago with a written article. But if you had read that and you're wondering, well, what does that sound like? I got to tell you, really good. And that bass was impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 10-inch sub. A lot of these bundle landscape packages. So, I mean, this is a 4.1 bundle package, right? For under $2,000, it's $1,800. And most of those have 8-inch subs. So the 10-inch subs give it a little more output. And it does a great job. It's a two-way design. It's a 4-inch driver, 1-inch tweeter, kind of sits on a bridge with a little horn flare to give it a little bit more, upper sparkle, let's call it. And it's great. It's a Klipsch product. It's loud, it's clear, it's efficient, and the team did a great job with it.
Yeah, excellent. Well, congratulations on that launch. That's really good sounding stuff.
Awesome.
Well, listen, thank you so much for hanging out and having a little chat with me.
Sounds good.
And folks out there, we have a lot of coverage coming from CEDIA, so subscribe to our channel, but more importantly, come over and become a member at avnirvana.com, and you can keep up with all of the news and interviews that are going to be dropping over the next day to probably three or 4 weeks, if I'm being totally honest. All right, thanks so much.